Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's Dan here, and today's show is gonna be different because I'm not gonna be giving any news. I'm gonna be talking about Pastor Phil and what happened to him. Actually, I had already mentioned Pastor Phil um about a couple months ago. So today we're gonna talk about what happened to him and where you can find out more about him. Because he was live yesterday with UK Bitcoin Master Brian from the UK, obviously, right? So if you're not familiar with his channel, the link to the video with Pastor Phil and Rocky Palumbo is listed at the bottom of the show notes. So feel free to see it. That's a show that you really must take a look at and watch it. And hopefully, if you find it within your means to send Pastor Phil like a little bit of Bitcoin, um, he would greatly appreciate it. I was able to send some Bitcoin and some Litecoin. Um, so yeah, he really appreciated it. Um, so you know, um, take a look at that. Don't send your Bitcoin to Peter Schiff. Seriously, don't do that. The guy is a millionaire or billionaire, whatever the hell he is. He doesn't appreciate Bitcoin. He takes Bitcoin in his business, and then immediately converts it into fiat. But w- the thing about Bitcoin is that you don't know who owns it, right? Like that's the thing about it. Like they can tell you, "Oh yeah, I converted into fiat," but um does he really do that, or does he keep a little bit? Uh So don't send your Bitcoin to Pastor Phil. I mean to Peter Schiff. Send it to Pastor Phil. So you know what I mean. Pastor Phil really needs it. The story. He talks about it. It's listed below. So yeah, Peter Schiff. The guy is rich. Okay, the guy is rich. He doesn't need people to be sending him more money, let alone their precious Bitcoin. So so here's what I'm gonna do. I own justlearnbitcoin.com. Okay? I own justlearnbitcoin.com, and here's what I'm gonna do. We have a merch store on justlearnbitcoin.com. Whatever, the whatever profits we make from the purchases from now in July till the end of August, 10% is gonna go to Pastor Phil. Because his story is really heartbreaking. And I actually thought at some point that somebody had taken my Bitcoin as well, right? Like I thought they did. And this wasn't recent. This was like back in 2015, uh possibly early 2016. And what happened was when I got into Bitcoin, the only wallet that you could store it in, the most well-known wallet was blockchain.info. And now we know that that is one of the worst wallets ever. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be keeping your Bitcoin on a website. You shouldn't be keeping your Bitcoin on an exchange. And um, I remember one time logging into my blockchain.info wallet account, and my balance was zero. Luckily, that was just like a bug, something to do with the website. It was down for a couple minutes, few hours, possibly. If I don't remember. But I remember logging into to blockchain.info and looking at my wallet balance, and it said zero, nothing. I had nothing. But then, a couple of hours passed. That was like the longest hours of my life. I don't remember how many hours there were, but um, but oh my God, you know, um, it. Yeah, granted, Bitcoin wasn't worth much back in 2016, 2015. It was worth possibly like $400, right? Possibly $400. But that didn't matter to me. You know, um, I had a lot of Bitcoin. It was a lot of Bitcoin. Now it's even more, right? But at the time, it was a lot. And I knew that Bitcoin was going to go to the moon. I knew it. That's, you know, something that that I never doubted. I just knew that Bitcoin was going to be worth a lot more. And I don't want to miss out. So I decided to get myself a ledger, which I really liked the ledgers. But then they came up with Ledger Live, and now they don't let you sign messages or verified messages that you sign. Um, that's pretty stupid. I hope they fix it. I hope that they really do fix it. So now, anyway, now I got myself a Trezor, and Pastor Phil had a Trezor, and he was doing everything right. He started buying Bitcoin in 2013. He was doing everything right, and either he got hacked, like fishing, he got fished, or the most likely scenario, right, is that there was a DNA poisoning at the time. This was in 2018. This was last year, and um, Ledger, Trezor publicized it. They talked about it in a blog post, and they pretty much told you how to protect yourself. So more on that, you can find it at the description, in the show notes at the very bottom. There's the video that was done yesterday with UK Bitcoin Master, and um, just be careful. And if you want to send Pastor Phil some Bitcoin, go to justonabitcoin.com. There's like a little, like at the bottom of the show, sponsors and supporters on the top, next to the part where it says our mission, right next to that, there's a little banner that says help return 14.2 Bitcoin to Pastor Phil. So you can click there. It takes you directly to the website that was set up by Rocky Palumbo. And there is a tally coin that goes directly to Pastor Phil's Bitcoin address. Um, and there's also like, if you want to send Litecoin, there's also um, a QR code for Litecoin. So now I'm looking at the donation page on Tallycoin, and we have 8 donations so far. It's a little bit under $1,000. It's $909.80. So we have 8 donations too. So thank you to anyone who uh, donated. Pastor Phil is 68 years old. He took care of um, disabled children, special needs kids, and he has an adoptive daughter that she has a disability. So the Bitcoin in question, he was holding it to whenever he passed, because we're all gonna go, right? We're all gonna die. So he was holding those bitcoins so that after his death, his daughter and his wife would be taken care of. Um, so some bastard out there decided to take his bitcoin. So now we are at 0.55% to the goal. Um, like I said, we're trying to get him uh 14.2 Bitcoin or as close as possible. Um, he was um he was robbed out of his 14.2 Bitcoin and 507 Litecoin. So you could send them anything, man. Like like 50 cents up to $40, and then you can add a custom amount on Tallycoin. So whatever you find within your means, um, do that. Just one question. I mean, just one thing though. It's not a question really. Just one thing. If you're going to um, if you're gonna send them some Bitcoin and you register for any airdrops, for example, Mimblewimble, or for the one that Richard Hart was supposed to be making, um, make sure you send it to a brand new wallet account, or just buy the Bitcoin from somewhere, like Coinbase or wherever you buy your Bitcoin from, and then send it to Phil. Because if you do it from your wallet that you already have registered, it's gonna mess things up, and you're gonna have to re-register. Um, I don't know if you can still register for those, but that's what I did. I got some Bitcoin from Bitso, where I get my Bitcoin, and then I sent it directly to Pastor Phil on the Tallycoin. So that's exactly what I did. So just make sure you do that. Um, so yeah, somebody sent them some Bitcoin right now, 901. Is today the 12th? I I think today's the 12th. Um, so there's 8 donations. Somebody sent them a little bit of Bitcoin. Um, somebody was kind enough to send them 0.058 Bitcoin. So thank you for to that person, for sending him that amount of Bitcoin. So yeah, um, check those out. Check that out. Go to justlearnbitcoin.com. The links there. Or you can read his story. Somebody, I think his son wrote the story of what happened to his father. Um, but yeah, I mean, that doesn't go to me. That goes to Pastor Phil. And like I said, 10% of whatever we make from the merch store is gonna go directly to Pastor Phil. So whether you use the discount code or not. Right now, I have a discount code of like 15%, which I need to update that on the show notes. It says 20% discount until the end of June. Right now, it's 15%, and I'm gonna leave the promo code down there. Um, so it's up to you. It's up to you. Um, so yeah, don't send it to Peter Schiff. Don't send any of your Bitcoin to Peter Schiff. I don't know why anybody would do that. Um, you know what they say, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And if somebody wants to convince Peter Schiff that Bitcoin is the best thing ever, better than gold, um, they can do it all they want. That doesn't mean that Peter Schiff is going to, drink the Kool-Aid. He's not gonna get convinced. Although some people have been convinced. They were naysayers and then they changed their minds. But I'm not sure. I'm not even convinced that Peter Schiff is going to get his mind changed. So yeah. So I'm gonna end it here. I really don't have any news. Um, I really don't have any news at all. So um, yeah. Thanks for watching. Share this video. Go watch the video done yesterday with Brian from the UK. The link's there. I made sure to put down the link. Um, get a Trezor, get a Bottle.li, uh, send a tipping.me, whatever, you know. If you want to donate to the channel, just for right now, go ahead and donate that to Phil, because he needs it. He really does. So I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. I know I was supposed to do a show this week, but my uh, work schedule changed. Um, but it's here. I'm gonna put something up next week as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Have a great evening, afternoon, or day. I am out.